welcome back to my Cleft Lip Video Series. So I've prepped my skin. That was in my last video, so I'll link that down below so you can watch that one first. In this one, we're just going to do a very neutral lip, and in the next video, we'll do a more dramatic lip. I have a bunch of products that I love to use. If I showed you all of them right now, it would be a really long video. So I'm just going to show a couple, and then I'm going to list down below all of the products that I really like. So the first thing is you want to make sure your lips have lip balm on them, and I did that before I started prepping with concealer and everything around my mouth. My two favorite lip balms right now are the EOS lip balm and the Yes 2 brand, and that's this little guy, and that's Yes to Coconut. You want to make sure your lips are kind of exfoliated too. You can take a washcloth that's got just a little bit of dampness to it and just gently rub your lips. Don't scrub, you don't want to like make your lips bleed, but just, you know, exfoliate them a little bit and then put on your lip balm. There are a number of types of products that I like to use if I'm doing a natural lip. A couple of them are just really natural pinky peachy lipsticks, and these are natural for my skin tone. You have to pick which colors are correct for your skin tone and which are the most natural for you. Another great option is a liquid lipstick or lip stain or cream or something like that. So this is a very tiny little cute sample that I got from Sephora, and it's from Smashbox. I will be buying the full size of this product because I really like it. And it's just got a brush applicator tip like this, and I really like these because they tend to go on with a lot of accuracy. Another one of those that goes on with that type of tip is the Sephora brand Cream Lip Stain. I love these. They go on with a lot of accuracy and then they stay put. This can last forever. I've worn it on photo shoots that last like 8 hours, and I don't even have to reapply it. It's just on there. I like matte and cream and satin finishes. I don't love shimmery or glossy finishes. And the reason for that is, think about a disco ball. You have all of these uneven areas, and when they reflect light, it reflects it all over the place and it looks kind of crazy. But if you had a very smooth glass ball and you put light on it, it would just reflect this beautiful, like, singular glow of light. So although I don't think of my lips exactly as a disco ball, I do know that they are a little uneven due to my surgery and the scarring. So if I put something super glossy on it that would give it the finish of like glass, like a disco ball, and it's uneven, it's just going to accentuate and draw attention to that unevenness. Whereas if I use something that's just less glossy and shimmery and in your face, you're just not going to notice the unevenness as much. So that's my personal preference. One of my final favorite things to use is the Dior Lip Glow. This is what I will throw on if I am just doing very minimal makeup and I just want to run out the door. This stuff is amazing. It's basically just a lip balm, so it'll look a little different on everybody, but it just always looks really natural and pretty. So now let's get into actually putting on some lipstick. I think what I'm going to do is start with a matte liner and lipstick, and then we may put something over it. The best thing about lipstick, and this is where you get to be really creative and artistic, is that you can combine any number of colors. If I gave you just the primary colors and told you to make a painting out of it, you wouldn't be like, oh man, I only got 3 colors. What am I going to do with that? You'd be like, oh cool, I can mix all these cool colors and make any color I want. You can do that with your makeup too, whether it's your eyeshadow or your lipstick. Blend colors together, play with it, get artistic with it, and have fun, and then you'll end up with a look that you love. What I do for lining my lips is I tend to go with my natural lip line as much as possible. I like to look as natural as possible. So if you want just to go on the natural line, just draw the pencil right on the natural line. If you want to accentuate your lips, you can draw just slightly outside the natural line. What I like to do is just angle the pencil so that it's slightly outside the line, but kind of still aim for the natural lip line. I'm just getting like the outside of the natural lip line, don't go way out of your lip line. That'll just look fake. So just start lining. A couple helpful hints for when you're lining your lip. When you get to the top and the center, a lot of people have that Cupid's bow in the center of their lip, and if you have a cleft lip, you probably don't have that, or it's not as defined. When I'm doing a very natural lip, I tend to just go right along my natural lip line, and I don't try to really add a Cupid's bow that's not really there. Another tip is when you're applying your lip liner or your lipstick or whatever it is, move your lips around, because your lips are not always going to be in one place. They move. You smile, you frown, you're expressive, I hope. And so check how it's looking when you move your lips to other positions. That's a really great way to make sure that you are lining in a very natural way. Okay, so this looks very, very natural because this pencil is practically the exact color of my lips. All I'm doing is making sure that I am getting my natural color back because I've put some concealer over my lip line. Go in with a similar color of lipstick. This is a matte shade again, and we're just going to fill in the lips. The liner will also make sure that there's no bleeding or feathering of the lipstick, and it just keeps it nice in place. It gives you like the lines and then you color within the lines. You always want to blot your lips to make sure that the color is evenly distributed. And then another trick is you want to get the lipstick not only on this front side of your lip, but also as your lip curls under. Because if you notice, when I'm just looking straight at you, or I'm talking, or I'm not smiling, you only really see the front surface of my lip. But if I do smile, you start to see a little of the bottom side of the lip that's just underneath that front surface area. So get the product all the way under there. But when you do that, you have to remember that that is going to get on your teeth. So you want to blot it just to make sure that it won't end up all on your teeth. So take a tissue and just like that. And then any excess product will come off on the tissue and not on your teeth. And I'm going to add a little bit of this kind of coral color on top. So that just gave me a little bit of an extra satiny finish and a little bit of a different color. This is how I do a natural lip look. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.
Doing my own thing and my own time, making my own rhymes, filling my cup to the brim. Somehow I've room to let more